messing with this stuff enough. Yeah. I've been basically messing with the stupid streaming thingy here for like what, 15 minutes or so. Too many settings. Yeah. Yeah. Also, maybe I should lower the blink sensitivity a bit. Uh, Maybe a bit more movement smoothing. It's a bit jittery. Wait, does it even? Yes, okay. So jitter is, well, it's kind of always there. I also turned off like the thing. What was it? Link eye blinks. Exactly. So now I can blink individually. Uh, kind of. The left eye doesn't really want to. I don't know if I want to keep that, but we'll see. uh, let's turn that back off. Yeah. Okay, cool. Um, so not quite sure what I want to do. I know what I want to do. I want to do play more Robocraft because I haven't done that enough. Which also I've been looking at Discord. They're all already like starting accounts at level fucking 8, tier 8. Or at least soon. Stupid. Not stupid, but like, yeah, I kind of wanted to grind. Um. Mm, I kind of wanted to also like do um like make some streaming supplies, like, starting soon, stuff like that. Yeah, screw that. I'll do that. Bum bum bum. Maybe some background music would be nice for that. And I do not know what else to use, so I'm probably just gonna default to Approaching Nirvana because I know you are allowed to use that. What'll it be? Don't actually know a lot of these new albums that they have. Let's just go through some playlist here. Um, Isolated frequencies? Yeah, I don't know. Sure, that'll be nice. And then I should also put that into my. Where do I put that? I don't have my description up. Channel. Channel. No. Damn it. There's the edit button. No, it is for the bloody panels. I need to go into my settings. There we go. Yeah, sure. Alright. Now we put that here, put that there. I got my windows set up. And then I want to check my audio levels. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Maybe even make it a bit quieter though. Actually, no. Should be totally fine since I'm gonna be doing other stuff anyway. I want my... What was it? That was a game capture. Game capture. That's gonna be the VRC. Okay. And that's the wrong one. Ah. Game captured. The volley. Aha, there we go. Oh yeah, that was the other thing. And place myself back down here. No, why does it not keep the size? No, no, I need to do that manually. Damn it. That's kind of silly. It's close enough. And then which display was it? This one? Yeah. Where was it? Pixel art. Can I have the stuff saved in here? Wait, give me a second. Oh damn. Seems like that's not in here actually. God damn it. Because I have the AFK screen already set up, and I now don't know where I put that. Like the source. I also can't check because I'm live right now. God damn it. Alright. Also, I did not think about approaching Nirvana. Actually, like, that was probably Lena Raine singing, and we don't really want singing right now. Yeah, that good old one. That's what I used to listen to. uh, Always old memories when I put on music from Blocking the Sky. Bit loud though. And again, that's probably louder for me than for the stream. That should be fine. Back to where did I put that? I don't actually know. Also, I probably want to rotate my model a bit. Yep. Actually, let me reset position right here. Like that? Yeah, I think that's fine. Maybe... I am looking at the other screen right now. So if I look ahead... Oh, that's straight ahead though. There reset. Yeah, that works. Be there. I suppose. What do I want to do with him? I suppose I'll just use. God damn it! Doesn't. Okay, I suppose I'll go here then. All right. And. How big is it gonna be? Need to. There, reset again. Wait, wasn't Control R for reset? Yeah. Okay, cool. Good to know. Alright. Yeah, so, what do we have? I don't know, I just want kind of like 16 by 9 for it. We'll just say, you know what? Yes, we'll do exactly that. 160 by 90. Screw it. Eh. How do I... God, I've been spending too much time in Blender and Unity. I don't know how to fucking... Okay, right. I use Ace Sprite by just zooming in and out. I don't do anything else other than scrolling. Okay. The stupid camera controls in Blender and Unity destroyed me. uh... So... What colors do we want? Have a nice, like, purple as a base, I suppose? Like a nice dark one? Oh, right, need to unlock them. And... I don't know, something like that, maybe. Still... Yeah, it's maybe... There, that should be fine for a base, and then we just go from here. What exactly do I want to make? I suppose like the thing I already have, I kind of want to make a blurry blue purplish kind of thing as a background. How did I do that last time? I believe I just took blobs of different colors and put them there. Yeah. Maybe more saturated. Yeah, all the way pink. And then make it a bit darker. Let's just copy that one and make that one more purple. There. And copy that one again, make that blue. Maybe this direction, and let's copy that again. And make that a like turquoise teal kind of thing. Yeah. Oh, that's good for the colors. And now, scroll to make that bigger. And can I make... I want a different brush. Like a dithered kind of brush, so I don't get too much color in one place. Do I just do it differently? What's this one do? Oh, it's literally just the line. Okay, cool. Let's maybe... I thought there was a way to do dithering with the brush. Okay, the blinking settings are not right. Sensitivity up. Maybe having them linked is a better idea. Might also give it some more accuracy. Oh, is the spray paint what I want? Does that one have? No. Yeah, let's just stay with this. Select the color and make some dots. There. And just spread some color around. I'm just gonna be blurring and doing stuff to it later. Also got some like on the edges here. I don't know, something like that. And use a bit more purple, I feel. Alright. And now, because I do that, I copy it. And we don't want to see you anymore, and we can play around with this one. Also, I don't need that layer right now, so go away. Alright, and now I can blur the shit out of it. And jumble. Oh, that's the biggest I can go. Alright. Jumble it up. Blur it again. That already looks pretty cool, actually. Huh. And then jumble it again. And then blur it again. Blur it another time. What else do we have? What does contours do, actually? Oh, that's what that does. I mean, alright. What if I just do a zigzag? It just... Oh, wait. Oh, interesting. I don't know how to use it, but cool. Polygon... Yeah, that's self-explanatory. Wait, what? Oh, I click and then drag. I see. Okay, cool. Learning more about programs I actually used before. Of course. Also haven't used this one before. That's also redragging. You can only click 2 times or something? I don't know. I don't need to care about that right now. Yep. It's kinda cool. Some things I kinda want to jumble up a bit more though. Like this right here. This. A little over here, but jumble that one toward this direction. Jumbling it like this might not look nice in the end. But that's what I'm gonna see right now. Okay, no, it's fine if I just blur it again. Blur that one a bit more, blur this a bit more, blur that a bit more. Yeah. So much color is just in the base now. Okay, wait, what if I duplicate it? Yeah, that gives us some more color. Merge down, duplicate again. Yeah, that's more vibrant. That's what I want. Yeah. Jumble this some more. Now let's jumble everything a bit more. Go back to blurring. Blur it some more. Kinda like that. But I don't like the background color anymore. So let's adjust that a bit. Make it like more purple, I believe. More HSV, make it a bit brighter. Where's my paint bucket tool? I'll just make it really bright. No. I mean, you also make it black, but I don't know about that. No, I don't want it black. Maybe a bit less, a bit brighter, a bit less saturated. Less saturated and darker. Kind of? Too much red. Too much blue. Actually, I don't really notice it anymore, the background color. That's actually nice. That's a good thing. Ah, I just had a cool idea. Damn it. I should have done that. Like, have the different colors on different layers, and then move the layers from one side to the other in an animation, so I can actually like animate. Damn it, I need to do that now. Okay. So this is gonna be a lot more work than the other thing, but I want to do that. Ah. And no. I'll just call it teal. There. Make some more spots again. Maybe a bit much. Then we want the purple to be there. Have the corner be a bit more purple here. Add some color to the other sides and everywhere. Go blue. Do the same thing. Let's have a bit more blue here. And then teal, we want same thing again. Add some more teal here. Add it everywhere. Okay. And now I do the same thing as before. Jumble it all up. But this time I can be a bit more targeted, actually. That's kind of cool. Yeah. That one disintegrated. No! Where did my dot go? No, don't disintegrate. This is uncontrollable. But hey, it's jumbling. Alright. And we blur it over. Let's actually blur it over twice. Now what are the R and... Oh, it's R and R. Okay, cool. So we want to jumble blue. I want them to get a bit closer. I suppose that does the trick already. Yeah. There's one, there's one, there's one, there's one, there's one, there's one, and a bit here. R. And then we blur it all, blur it over. No. Jumble. Okay. Purple. I'm just gonna go a bit ham on this so it goes a bit quicker. That's a bit too much. And want a bit more here. Come on. Sometimes they multiply, sometimes they just disperse. Come on. Ah, well. And blur it over again. And then we get to pink. Yeah, come on. Oh. Sometimes it looks a bit like the game of life just ticking away. That'd be funny if the dithering tool was just the game of life. Like that is what it's called, right? I don't want to be dumb, but maybe I am. Yeah, Conway's Game of Life, that's what it's called. Alright. I just noticed there's a teal one right in the center here that I have ignored. That has not been dithered. Or well, it has been blurred. Alright. Now the cool thing about this is... Oh wait. Less cool thing is... If I move them now, it's just gonna be cut off. I didn't think about that. I should have used the bloody... what's it called? We can have, like, things go in and out of top and bottom. Tiled mode, that's what I wanted. Damn it! No! It's fine, it's fine. Maybe I can still do it. Maybe I can still jump my way into... Uh-oh. Yes, yes I can. Okay. Okay. Because that's gonna be a lot better if I want to move all this around. Because of course we want... Here, we want to make new frames later. And just jumble it all around. Just like that. And blur it all. Blur it all once more. Copy the teal. And merge it down. Then we want blue, which we also want to jumble up again. Then let's blur this all again. Blur it all again. And do the same thing here. Duplicate and merge down. Purple. All of this. Blurring. Here again. Duplicate and merge. Pink. Am I on the right one? Yes. Do. Kinda like that. I'm gonna want to blur and jumble it up more, but I like this already. Do I want to duplicate this one? I'm not sure actually. That's more color. I can still drop the opacity or something later if I need to. Kind of do want purple to stand out a bit more, but not that much more. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. For the tiled mode, can we have... Layer edges? Yeah, that's what I want. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, beautiful. Okay, now let's do this all again. You can only see the layer edges while you're not clicking, so that's great. Let's just jumble them all up and then blur them. See how that looks. That's also a cool effect. What the fuck? I'm holding shift and moving my mouse. What is happening? Is that like a preview of what it's supposed to do? I don't understand what that does. If I go to a different tool. Oh yeah, that's blur. That is a preview. Oh yeah, you can even see the circle a bit. I think? Oh. I should know how that shit works. You click at one point, you hold shift, and you click the other point, and it draws a line. And that also works with these tools. Okay. Actually, before I do all of that, I do want to make a group and drop all of them in. There we go. Aha. And now what that allows me to do is have another backup. There we go. Backups are nice, aren't they? Talk about backups, I should save. Where do I save? Pixel art. I don't know, I need a new folder. Dream. That's gonna be... What do you call that? I'll just call it a status. I'm gonna get back to jumbling. That needs some more brightness. This needs to be... No. Jumbled a bit more. Blurred and blurred. And blurred. That good? I'm gonna disable the other colors for a bit. Oh, that actually looks pretty cool. I'm actually making like galaxy cluster things. I like that. I like that. I mean, that's basically what I'm going for. Don't quite like this hole here. What it looks to be. Blur that some more. Blur this whole thing some more. Yeah. Yeah. Then we duplicate you again. Go over to blue. Yeah, this one needs some more jumbling, definitely. Do that some more. That's blue, which also needs to be a bit brighter. Purple. Yeah, that one needs some jumbling. All over. It might be a bit much. Like, I like purple, but maybe it's a bit much, like in comparison to the others. So maybe I should like add some more like gradients to all the individual colors. Otherwise it's just one color per thing. Yeah, let's cut a little line through here. And go back here. Jumble it up again. Blur it up again. After blurring, we need to jumble it again. Yeah, the purple is more like a cloud of stuffs instead of like the clusters I have before. Well, actually, they're all kind of cloud-like. Maybe we should add stars afterwards. Did I copy purple? I don't think I did, so let's just do that now. Actually, I'll just do that later if I need to. I'm not sure if I even want that. Do. Maybe it's a bit much. Hmm. Also want to see how all of this looks when it's animated. Ah. How can I easily animate this instead of like frame by frame dragging them over? I suppose I need a video editor for that. I can't really do that easily in here, can I? No, I cannot. Well, anyway. Let's take all of these. Yeah, I'm gonna be exporting all of these one by one. So let's go base. Yeah, I'll just keep this at the base. Yeah. Alright, I don't want to see that again. Yes, let's call it Birb, because then all of them are for uh 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 yes, words. I want the video editor that I use, which is Kdenlive. Go back into, what was it? Pictures, pixel art, stream. Yes. Here, put that there. Yeah, that's good. Actually, let's span you over these two. Cool. Then move all these in here. Want the base. I'll need a lot more tracks. How do I add tracks again? Oh, by saying insert track. I want more tracks. Store above their video tracks. Okay. Right then. So let's put these in here. Pink top, purple second. Let's have the blue at the bottom. What? No, don't tell me Caden Live doesn't support, like, alpha. No way. Wait. Oh, that was just... Oh, that's just the preview if you click on them here. Okay, that's weird, but sure. I have teal and have blue. Okay, never mind, it looks right. Yeah, that would have been really weird if it didn't support any of that. Now let's take all of these. And make them longer. I don't know up until when, but that's fine for now. Then we want to transform... Oh wait, that's main effect. We want to be here in video effects, I believe. And then we want transform distort in perspective. We want to transform it. There. Drop one of these on each of the tracks. Like so. And now I can make keyframes. One there and one there at the end. And I basically tell it to move over. I need a second one, don't I? Oh wait, this is actually annoying. I know how to fix it. Even though it's kind of annoying to do it that way. There's no other way. Okay, so my proposed fix is just taking each of these pictures and adding 4 of them in a grid. So I can just add, like, drag that across. But that would be kind of annoying to do. So I'm thinking... What am I thinking? What could I do? I suppose that's better than doing nothing. Well. Open with GIMP. I'm way faster doing stuff like that with GIMP because I know how to. Image. We want canvas size to be double. Yeah, let's have a double. 320 by 180. We don't want to center that, so this is good. And then we copy this one. Move it to the right, which doesn't work because why? What? Why can't I? Something's selected. Why can't I drag anything? What? So I added another layer and just fill it up. I can drag this one, no problem. Is it too transparent for me to, like... Oh, if I drag it with shift, it works. Oh, I suppose even empty layers I can drag with shift. Well, whatever, that works. Get it up in the corner. Then we can merge them down, copy them again, drag them down here. Make sure they're nice and in the corner. And that's basically that. Do I want to make it bigger? And I could do the same thing again, but then I would have like duplicate thing. Well, gives me a bigger range of motion. I suppose I'll do it. Canvas size 640 and 360. Resize. Copy. Get you in the corner. Oh. Merge down, duplicate. And get you down here. Merge down. Okay, so that's the first one. And now I just need to do the same thing for all the other ones. That was the pink one. We also want blue, purple, and teal. Why does it take so long to import? Those pictures are not that big. Alright. Get you in the corner. Copy. Drag over. This time we want to center it like around here, which is a bit harder because we don't have the borders anymore. And merge down, copy over here. I need to deactivate purple, blue, and pink. There. Also need to be more smart about it because I could have used the corner there instead. Merge, duplicate, down. This time I will have to do it like this. There. Merge, duplicate. And center around corner. Check if everything's right. Merge. Nice. Heal. Now we want to get to purple. Merge and duplicate. Merge and duplicate. And merge and duplicate. There. This one looks a lot more like a copy texture. I mean, they all kind of do. But I mean, that's what they are, so that's fine, of course. Version duplicate. There we go, that's all of them done. And now I can export these. That is blue, red. Now let's add it here. Red, blue. That way I have a nicer grouping in the file explorer. That's the pink. Purple. Burp. Burp. Hehe. And the teal. And oh no! Because blue is blue, it's above all the grid ones. No! Also, the preview of pink and purple are fucked up. Interesting. Interesting. Anyway. Drag all of these into here. There, there, and there. Let's have the teal at the bottom. Does it? I mean, it doesn't matter, does it? No, because none of them have like a high enough opacity to be any issue in that regard. Now, can I resize you here as well? I can. Now how am I gonna do that? I suppose I'll just, well, yeah, I'll go easy and just say 400% size. Yeah, that's basically it. Go here, and X would be 0. Add a keyframe back at the end, which also we want to make all of these quite a bit longer. How long do I want them to be? I don't know. Oh yeah. I can then also, if I want to make it longer, I could have them like keyframe to a certain spot and then copy the clip and just yeah, copy the clip and put it behind each other. As in, like, I can take the... God damn it. Just put the two clips here, and if it stops at the right point where it started, then it'll just continue and loop nicely. So that should be all I need to do for the pictures, if I'm fine with these, which I'll see. I'm more like testing things out if things look nice. So that's pink, we want that to be there, that's fine. And then here would be the whole width. I'm wondering what this number is here, because clearly it's not that many pixels wide. I mean, I can just... No, I don't need a sprite right now, though I do want to save. GIMP. Canvas size 640. I wish I could zoom out in this view. There must be a way to though, right? Caden live. Zoom out of preview. Zoom on project monitor. Let's see. I mean, that's just the video itself. Edit mode just be for resizing things. What is zone out and zone in? Oh no, that's just... Oh no, I don't want to set that. No, I don't want any of that. Can I disable that? I suppose I'll just set it to the length of my clips. Oh well. What else? That's just the resolution of it. Monitor size. Oh, that's what that does. Now we want free resizing here. Damn it, now it resized my things. I don't know. I'm gonna use more internet. Shift control. Ah, yes. That is exactly what I need. You know, I don't like reading manuals, I like just figuring out how things work, but camera controls is like the only thing I was never able to figure out for most programs, unless it's a simple scroll wheel. I see. So we're starting at 0 and we want... Okay, so we want to go the other way actually. Oh, which way do I want it to go? I do want it to go that way. Okay, cool. And then we take this one. How do we have that? There, and that one's supposed to go to -640. Okay, apparently it uses different measurements for that, so we'll just have to do that manually here. So wait, the initial one is... Oh, it is 0. What is the accurate number of units, I suppose I'll have to move if I want it to be smooth. Hehe. Where are these located? If I put a transform on them. That's not very helpful. Ah, because it's not resized yet. We want to resize you. Okay, cool. Now I can use this number. Times 2, 5760 on you. 760. What was the other number? Because I kind of want to keep it level on that one. 1620. Okay, and now if we let this play, it just slowly... Oh, I need to zoom in here. And we kind of don't want to see any of these right now. Yeah. Yeah. This is what I want. Yes. Yes. Come on. I'm moving my head up and down. Smoothing too high. Yes. Yes, he's good. I'm just smoothing it up again. There we go. Wait, did I have the UI up all the time? Damn it. Yes, that one's that. We also want to transform on you and transform on you. Both of you be 400%. Aha. And now we do a different thing. We want to start... I suppose we want to start all of them at 0. So that's gonna be... Alright. I'm just gonna note down these dimensions. Let's just keep these right up there. Doesn't need to be that big though. Yeah. Stretch. Alright, and now these all need keyframes that go to... Wait, what? Why is that one... Oh, no, I made another keyframe by accident. Wait, when did I make that? No! Okay, let's redo all of that. And we don't want... No! Not what I want. How do we remove keyframe? I don't want you. Okay, double click. Double click is does it. That was 1620, correct? Yes. Also I lost this number, which F ditto, yes. But I don't have the other number. Yeah, damn it, where's my calculator? 5760. Okay. Good. Good, that's what we want. And then we want this one. Yeah, it's a different one. And then there. All stays the same, but we want this one to be different. We want basically 2880. Damn it. 880 plus 1440 for 320 is for 320. I mean, why calculate stuff by hand if you don't need to? And then this one here. All good. And then we want this to be minus 2880. And the last one will be same thing with 1440. So I have different speeds on all of them. I don't know if this is gonna look good, but I'm definitely interested to see. Some go in the wrong direction. I did not think about that. What? I screwed something up. Not... Okay. Anyway, I do want to see what that looks like. Can I have you full screen? Or something? I don't want to see the transforms. Now! Okay, cool. It looks a bit jittery. What's the frame rate of... What kind of frame rate did I set? Well, I didn't set one, actually. I wonder what the default frame rate is, then. That is... BG as a project. Project settings. 25 FPS? That's not enough. Give me 60. Actually, 1080p? I mean, I can do 4K. 4K 60. Let's go. I did save. Ah! Why is nothing moving anymore? Why are there new keyframes? I think it's supposed to work. Although I just saw a seam. Why did I see a seam? I don't like that I saw a seam there. What the hell? Oh, it's just too slow to render 4K, like, live. So let's go 720p for the preview. Yes, yes. Now, I'm not sure if this is all I want. Maybe they should go diagonally? I'm not sure if I want them to go the same direction or if this is nice. Also, I could make this whole thing a bit cooler. Wait, actually, render. What am I rendering to? Just do generic. Oh no, that's audio only. We want. I suppose just MP4. Multi, that's fine, that's fine. No, let's just try that. Oh, really? 5 minutes? I mean, I did select 4K 60 frames. But damn. Also, Kden Live doesn't actually use, like, all your resources of anything. Like, it doesn't use GPU, so that's unaffected. But it also doesn't use a lot of CPU. Like, all the cores, but it's still slow at rendering. I wonder actually if you can improve that. Where's my Firefox window from earlier? There it is. Kden Live. Not using much CPU when rendering. Would that be reasonable? Oh yeah, also I put a not a noise gate, a noise suppression on in OBS. So I don't know how good that's gonna sound. Because I know that while typing it doesn't sound as good, as in I don't sound as good while I'm typing, but without it should be a lot better. Anyway, you shouldn't be hearing any typing once I stop talking. Yeah. Oh, this one wants to reduce the CPU usage. No. Actually, I didn't... yeah, let's abort that one. That's abysmally slow. Encoder speed. Up. Encoder threads. Give me like 8. File processing. Render to file. Yes. And now let's look at our CPU usage. That definitely is more CPU usage. Right? I mean, that's when I stopped it. Actually, no, that looks about the same. Ah, what the hell? I mean, then again, why do I want to render that 8K? It doesn't make sense. If it's only like 640 pixels anyway, originally. I suppose I might as well render it in that resolution. While that's doing that, I want to see... there. Let's have you over here to see that. You can't tell me it's still this slow if it's... Wait, no, is it like rendering it at 4K and then scaling it down? That's upsetting. Okay. Yes, yes. We want project setting. Well, first of all, we save again, and then we want the project settings again, because we're not doing 4K. We're doing full HD. Full HD, 60 frames. Okay. Yes. Make sure it's still moving. Yes. Render. MP4. Maybe turn down the quality by 1. Oh wait, the quality slider is... Wait, what? Oh, lower is better. Now let's just go with that. Yes. Could be a lot better. Well, I mean, it still takes 2 minutes. But yeah, I want... What was I looking at? Oh yeah, OBS. I mean, I can just check OBS if I can add a video. Media source I can add. Local file? And have that be a video. I'll just try with this one. Loop. Okay. What do you mean I'm not at the size where I need a stream archive yet? And have that like be back there. What do you mean I'm not at the size where I need a stream archive yet? Full size. What do you mean I'm not at the size where I need a stream archive display yet? Capture. What do you mean I'm not at the size where I need a stream archive yet? Look at that. Yeah. Yeah. Drink some water. Actually, while that's doing that, I could be in a sprite, and I actually have a different idea of what I want to do. I'm gonna go in here, add a new layer, and be like, put you in a group. It'll be text. Damn it. No, go in there. And then we want... What's new? Can we have a tool here for text? What? You do this differently now or something? Or what? What? Oh, interesting. Oh, right. If you only have that, it only draws the border around. Okay, well. I don't need tiled mode anymore right now anyway. Neither do I need to see the layer edges anymore right now. Damn it. Music stop. I'm going to go with... No, 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 no. Okay, let's go back to the channel. Playlist and evolve. Yeah. There it is. Oh right, the previews only load once you click on it. With the current theme, the previews look like shit. What can I use? Can I just use like Ariel or something? I don't know. Eh. Let's try Deja Vu Sands. Okay. Oh, is it not? The view is too small. Where's my... Here. I'll mode none. No. Yeah, I suppose I won't do that in this file. Delete layer. Save. New file. And we want that to be quite a bit bigger. I mean... 320 by 180. Let's go double and be fine with that. Theme starting, that color. No, give me a decent color, not like diarrhea brown. Yeah. Damn it. Color do I even want for text? Vibrant pink, maybe? Stream starting. Maybe like that. No. If I do double, then it's too big, unsurprisingly. Like 30? Hmm. What else is there? No. Also, that should be done. Yeah. So now what I can do is media source. Oh wait, also disable the capture media source. Browse that one. Okay. Yeah. And oh wait, maybe I can even put alpha on that? Would I want that? Well, I can change the speed, which is nice. Go, clouds! But no, let's keep that at 100%. Eh. Now I want to rename this thing to BG. BG clouds, I suppose. And go over here because I want to have this in all of them. Media, BG. There we go. Ah, small. There. And have that one in here. BG clouds there. And make that bigger. Also, why is my Diwali cut off? Oh no. Wait, is that because the window isn't? Oh yeah, that's because of the window. Anyway. Actually make it a bit wider. Actually I can make it smaller just in general. It takes up less space on my screen. Oh yeah, I actually want a bit wider than tall. So then I can just cut out... Come on. Eh. Let's do that. Yeah. Back to screen. No, no, that one's messed up. No, that's the wrong one. No. Infinite game. No. Things you're supposed to do not on a stream. But whatever. I don't care. Also talking about stuff like that. Actually I can just show this. Screen display capture right here. Ah! um. Anyway. What do I want here? There's like studio mode or something. Oh god, that's not... Okay, never mind, that's not an issue. Where the hell was studio mode? Or whatever the fuck that was, so I can transition easier. At the moment, oh, right, that's the button here. Good. Because I kinda need that. Then I can just switch between these things without it having well, without it transitioning every time. I can just me. And then I can go main and set like statuses right here. Oh, it can also be like, oh hey, we have text like right here and be like text whatever and transition. I mean, I suppose I could do that instead. And like that's not quite what I want. Alright. You know what? I can just continue showing my screen here. Because I can... There are like pixel art fonts. I mean, of course there are, but like... Yeah, actually. Instead of like doing it manually in here like an idiot, just get a pixel art font and put that in. Ah, okay. Pixel art font. Let's make it Creative Commons because I don't wanna. Hey, I'm finding stuff. I should do that over here. Where'd my OBS go? Stuff still shown? Yeah, okay, cool. Right then, so... Any one of these, I suppose. What do I like the most? Was this one or this one? Or that one? That one looks like the standard pixel art text. Wait, what? Never mind. Oh, that's just like... I mean, it's like... What is shadow? Wait. Shaded regular and just regular. Okay, cool. Kinda cool though. That you have like a shaded version, like that one. What about this one? No, I don't like that. That one... I like this one. This one's nice. Download. Would you believe I have not installed a font like so? What I'm about to do. Do I just like install? Okay, sure. Can I open all of these at the same time? Oh yeah, I can. Just like click that one, select all of them, and install. Also, there's a EULA. Okay, sure. Sounds like I'm allowed to use it, so that's fine. And that goes back there. Select font. Now, here's the question. Is it already in here, or do I need to restart the program? Which would suck. And also, what's it called? SF Pixelate. Let's just restart this window. Make sure at least that is... Maybe it is under pixelate on like P. Can't really find anything though, so I suppose it's not there. Oh. Let's try restarting GIMP and see if it shows up in there. Oh, my cat wants outside. Alright. Nope. Those have to go the wrong way around. There we go. And I just want a new file, any size, and text. That's a pixelate. Okay, so here it is. Cool. So definitely worked for GIMP. Do I need to restart it? That sucks. Well, you know what? I wanted to play some Robocraft anyway, so I suppose I'll stop the stream, see real quick if I can get the font to work, and then get into Robocraft. Oh yeah, I can also do this now.